Well, hello there, folks, and welcome into this video. I got an exciting one for you guys here today. Millionaire explains how to become a millionaire. And I would say it's simpler than a lot of folks think. They might see somebody become a millionaire this way or that way, and they're like, I've got to do it that way. And they start making it so hard on themselves because they're like, well, but how am I going to do it the same way they did it? And they start trying to figure all this out, and it gets really, really difficult sometimes, and it's actually a little simpler than you think. So I'm really going to enjoy kind of going in depth on this from my perspective on exactly how you can, pull something like this off, whether you're somebody that, you got $1,000 to your name right now, or whether you're somebody that has, $500,000 and you're trying to get to millionaire status or something like that. So it's, this is one of those videos, this channel's not even monetized. I can't even run ads on this. I have nothing to sell you guys here today or anything like that. But this is just one of those videos. I think it's going to inspire a few people that watch this video, and they're going to end up becoming millionaires someday. And this video might have helped a little bit as far as you getting to that place, because I remember there were videos that inspired me along my journey and things like that. I became a millionaire officially about 3 years ago, roughly. And so let's kind of get into this. Let's get rolling a little bit and talk about this. So I've seen a lot of people become millionaires over time. I've seen people do it through stocks, stock options, real estate investing, starting a private business, from athletics, climbing the corporate ladder, company stock options given to them when they worked at a company, things like that. The truth is, it's like an unlimited amount of ways to get rich. There really is. There's no you have to go down this path and you have to do it this way. It's all BS, okay? There's a million different ways to get rich out there, okay? Just so many, it's not even funny, okay? So don't ever get into this mindset like you have to do one of these. And if you don't do one of these, you're not going to get rich. You're not going to be successful or something like that. Like I said here, your life is not my life, and my life is not your life. You can't just walk and try to walk in my shoes and do it the way I did it, because my journey is my own journey. I can't walk in your shoes and do it the way you're trying to do it and things like that. Everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own way, and you have to accept that in life, that it's just everybody has their own journey, and accept that, okay? So there's not one way to do it, okay? There's a million ways to actually become a millionaire. And it's not just as simple as work hard, because this is something I've heard a million times out there. People are like, just work hard and you're going to become a millionaire. Like just work your butt off. And I mean, so it was interesting. My dad sent me a video today. So I have a house getting built in Arizona right now, and it's just like a vacation house. And he sends me this video of, he went over to the house to check it out. It's supposed to be done next month. And, the guys are doing the finishing work on it and whatnot. And there were a couple guys in the backyard who were doing the tile work in the backyard that leads to the pool and stuff like that. And I was watching that video, and I was like, dang, man, that's some freaking hard work right there, man. Those guys are busting. That's back-breaking work. They're on their knees. They're bending over, lifting these heavy tiles, getting them in place, making them all perfect and things like that. How much you guys think that landscape company's paying those guys to lay that tile? $10 an hour? $12 an hour? $14 an hour? $16 an hour? Probably not $16 an hour, and even if they were getting $16 an hour, right? That's not that great, right? And those guys are working freaking hard, okay? All the somebody just saying just work hard and it's going to happen, no, okay? It doesn't work like that. It's not as simple as that, okay? It's simple, but not that simple. Just go work hard. No, okay? And also, I hear people say this a lot: just work smart. Also, it's not as simple as that, okay? There are a lot of smart people in this world who don't become millionaires. Let's just put it that way. And I can tell you, if we put the group of the 100 richest people in the world in a room, okay, and we had them all take IQ tests, I can almost guarantee you that none of those guys would even be in the top 10,000 smartest IQs in the world. I would be willing to make this bet that not even one of those guys in that room would even make the top 100,000 highest IQ individuals in the world. Think about that for a moment, okay? So it's not just about working smart. It's not just about working hard, okay? Almost all millionaires, including myself, have this one thing in common, especially when you're talking multimillionaires, like people that have 3 million, 5 million, 10 million or more dollars. They almost all have this in common, okay? Constant progress. This is the most important key if you want to become a millionaire, multimillionaire, and reach whatever financial dreams you have out there, whether that's to be, have financial freedom or be able to, go on vacation for the rest of your life or be able to buy the fanciest cars or the fanciest houses. Like, respect whatever it is you want to do for your financial dreams. Respect, okay? Give money to charity, create, generational wealth. Whatever you want to do, it's what you want to do. Constant progress is exactly how you do it. It's as simple as constant progress, okay? So if I look at like my own life, there's one common theme throughout my life, and it is constant progress. Never being complacent and always willing to take things to the next level, next level, next level. So I remember, Drake made a song one time called Started From the Bottom. That's like a real life song about me, essentially, okay? I started, like my first real job was Einstein Bagels, and they hired me at $7.50 an hour, which I think minimum wage in Arizona at that time was like $7.25. So it was like a quarter over minimum wage, okay? And, I only worked at that job a few months, but there's some vivid memories I have. I used to like run the register sometimes, and sometimes I used to like make the bagel sandwiches. I had no clue even like what went on them. I would just like make up my own sandwiches and stuff. Oh gosh. And but the thing I remember the most about Einstein Bagels is I remember when I would have to do the dishes sometimes, like maybe like once a week, I'd be on like dishes crew, and I actually didn't mind it. I actually felt like it was really therapeutic. Like you just basically wash dishes for like literally 2 or 3 hours in the back room. And I always remember like my shirt just being soaked, like just drenched in water, because I'm like spraying this thing and it like sprays insanely hot water and like super like hard, like shh. And I'd just be spraying the dishes and stuff, cleaning them, and my shirt would just be soaked. And when I finally got off work, I'd take off my shirt and get into this 1977 Mercedes I had, which had no AC. It was the middle of summer. Keep in mind, this is Arizona, so it's like 198 degrees out. And man, vivid memories. And I knew I didn't want to do that job forever. Let's just put it that way. That wasn't going to be the way for me. So I leveled up, got another job, Walgreens. I think I started there, I want to say like $8.25 an hour, something like that. So we're talking 75 cents more an hour now. Now we're getting interesting, but not just that. Walgreens was going to be able to give me more hours than Einstein Bagels was going to be able to give me. So I was going to be able to get more hours, and I think it also fit my schedule better, the Walgreens job. But mainly, I was going to be making more money. Constant progress. Einstein Bagels was cool for a few months. Now it's time to move up and go to Walgreens, okay? Then from Walgreens, made a little money over time, was running track, college, things like that, learning about investing. A lot of other things had my focus. And then I go ahead and I'm looking and I'm like, man, I think I could be an assistant manager, but it's not going to happen at Walgreens. So I found Quick Trip. And that bumped me from like, I think when I left Walgreens, I might have been making $9.10 an hour, like at my max right before I left. I go to Quick Trip, and that was, I started making like $40,000 a year. And then at Quick Trip, I started rising the ranks pretty quick. Like I, got the hang of things, and I started, getting to better stores that were bonusing more, promotions, things like that. Moved to Charlotte, and so I'm always constantly making progress. And even when I was in Arizona at Quick Trip, I knew I could get promoted faster if I went to the newest division, which was the Carolinas at that time. So I'm always thinking how can I make constant progress? And so that led me to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then I decided to leave Quick Trip, start my own businesses, because even at Quick Trip, it's like you can only make so much progress essentially. And eventually you're just going to, get stuck. That's all I'm going to say. You're just going to get stuck or kind of in a money range, and you're going to be pretty much stuck there. So I've realized if I'm going to take exponential growth to the next level, I've got to start my own businesses. And then I start my own businesses and I make progress in those businesses. And now if we fast forward to today, I literally don't even know how many people we have on the team now, but it's a lot. I'm at that point where I don't even know how many it is now. I have people that handle that for me. So it's constant progress. And even nowadays, I'm thinking about what's next. What's the next? What are we doing next? What's the next level up and things like that. Constant progress, year in and year out. Looking at how can I progress? Okay, my investing journey in the stock market. That's all the years I've been in the stock market. And every single year, it's always about getting better. It's always about what can I do progress-wise to get even to a next level. And if I look at myself here in 2020, right, my gosh, like I can't even, like 2014 Jeremy and 2011 Jeremy, they can't even talk to me. Like we're not even on the same level. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like the way I look at businesses nowadays, the way I understand a business, a great business versus an okay business. It's like, no. So, and what am I going to be doing in 2021? You think I'm going to be complacent and just be like, okay, now I'm good? No. I consistently make progress. That's why I always have to like consistently make content, because even like my investing processes will change a little bit over time, and I have to tweak things. And I'm like, well, you know, I used to do it this way, but actually this way is a little better doing it this way. Always making constant progress in my life. And this is a way, you know, I would say the majority of multimillionaires do it. They're always looking for how can I make the next progress. And the things, the types of people that really climb to crazy wealth levels, we're talking, you know, 9 figures, 10 figures, 11 figures, 12 figures. So I think there might only be 1 or 2 people in the world that are at that level. Constantly people that are thinking about constant progress, taking things to the next level. How do we make this better? How do we do this better? How do I do this better? Things like that. There's no time to get complacent in this whole journey. And, you know, a lot of people wonder, like, why do millionaires, especially multimillionaires, like, why do they keep going? Is it greed? Is it greed? Is that why? No, that's not why at all, actually. I mean, I would say the amount of multimillionaires that keep going because they're just greedy, very, very slim. The reason that millionaires, multimillionaires that are good for life, somebody like myself, that's good for life. I don't have to work another day in my life. I can go sit on the beach and, you know, a mansion and just be good, okay? And I know a lot of people like that. And yet we still continue to grind. We still continue to put in work day in and day out. I was, you know, taking a bath tonight. It's kind of a weird thing to say in this video, but whatever. I was taking a bath tonight. And what am I doing in the bathtub? Okay, this is getting really weird now, okay? What was I doing in the bathtub? Dang, man. What was I doing in the bathtub? No, but in all seriousness, I was in the bath and I was listening to a Las Vegas Sands conference call while in a bubble bath. I don't even own Las Vegas Sands stock. Why am I doing that? Because I own a stock named Wynn Resorts. And if I listen to Las Vegas Sands conference call, I'm going to get some insight on how the latest numbers are out of Macau and Vegas and Singapore, and how's the global economy going when it comes to travel business. Are things getting a little better? Constant progress, okay? You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Like if you're into the levels and you're like making constant progress all the time, like what are you going to keep doing? You're obviously going to keep making constant progress. Like you don't just stop. You don't just say, okay, I'm done. I'm good now. No, you continue to make constant progress because we're just wired that way. We're wired, you know, we start this ball rolling where we start making constant progress, and then we make more and more and more. And we're wired that way. And so for me, I love the feeling of making progress. I don't like the feeling of going backwards. I don't want to get worse as an investor next year. I don't want to get worse as a business person next year. I want to get better. I want to achieve more. I don't want to move backwards. I want to keep moving forward. And same thing for in life, like me as just a person in life. Like I don't want to just be complacent. I don't want to be, you know, a worse person next year. I want to be a better person next year. I want to be a better father next year. I want to be a better husband next year. I want to be a better friend next year than I was in the past. It's all about constant progress. We love constant progress, man. It is absolutely massive. So you have to make constant progress if you want to become a millionaire, especially a multimillionaire. That's just the truth. You start with one step at a time, and then you just focus on, okay, how can I get better from here? 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 And once you start kind of, you know, getting along, let's just put it that way, you start riding that bike. It's kind of like riding a bike down a hill. Like once you get rolling, you just get rolling faster and faster and faster and faster. And I look at my life and I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And I love making constant progress. I can't feel fulfilled if I just go sit on a beach all day. I just can't, okay? that's cool for like a day, maybe 2 days, and then I'm sunburned, and then it sucks, okay? But in all seriousness, I just can't. I just can't just say, yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go chill. Like, no. Like, no. Even though I'm good financially, and even though so many of us are, it's just like, you know, you want to keep making progress. You want to keep making progress in your life. You don't just stop and say, I'm good, okay? And it's like, imagine if, and it's weird people even think like this. Like, it's weird that people think, oh man, if I was a multimillionaire, like I wouldn't even work anymore or something like that. So it's funny people think like that. And I have a hard time believing those sorts of folks will become multimillionaires if you just have a, you know, like a thought process, like you're just going to chill on the beach all day or something like that. I have trouble like seeing that because I don't think you quite have the right mentality of constant progress to get to that place essentially. But it's all about constant progress. And the people that put in the constant progress and are constantly willing to get better, man, they just jump so much faster and so much higher than the rest of folks out there. And a lot of people just don't quite get it. They just don't quite get, like, it's all about where can I go next? Where can I go? Like imagine if we thought this way around like parenting. Like it was like, oh, you were a good parent last year, so you don't have to be one this year. Or it's like, you were a good, you know, wife, you were a good husband last year, so this year you can take this year off. You don't, no, you want to become better, right? It's like you were a good friend last year, but now you don't have to be a good friend to anybody for the rest of your life. Like, how does that make any sense? Of course, you're going to want to be, hopefully, even a better friend in the future, right? Or a better wife, or a better husband, or a better parent, or a better person in the world, right? That's constant progress. That's how it's done. And if you want to, you know, get to a point where you have crazy money, you've got to be willing to put in constant progress, and you can never get complacent with it. So, well, you could get complacent with it, but it depends. Maybe that's for you. For me, it's not. That's all I can say about that. So, anyways, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This channel's not even monetized, so I won't even be able to make any money off this video. But anyways, I enjoy these videos. They're kind of like therapeutic in a way. I get to talk about things that I don't usually get to really talk about nowadays on my main other two channels. So it's really fun to kind of give out some game and some tips and some pointers on some of these big subjects that just don't fit in with my other two channels. So I'm actually really enjoying this journey. So anyways, thanks for being here, guys. If you don't mind, smash the thumbs up. Helps out the YouTube channel massively. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And have a great day.